Great to be back. Welcome 2023. Welcome everyone. Welcome Drew. Thanks for being here, my friend.
Thank you, Ludo, for inviting me.
Of course, as always. So hey, it's the first campfire of the year, and this is
Ooh.
going to be a fire year. How about that?
Yeah, let's burn it up.
This,
Let's burn it
this,
up.
exactly. This is going to be the year where I know many of you are going to make the jump. You've been thinking about it for a while. You've been, dabbling in coding, and you were like, "Damn, I don't know if I'm going anywhere." And now we are January 6th, 2023,
Oof.
and you
70s.
have a New Year resolution, I'm sure, to make the jump, be committed, get the help that you need to finally learn to code and get a job in tech. And I'm saying that because I'm actually seeing a ton of people really after January 1st,
Hmm.
you know, doing the search online across the board. I think there was Class Central. It's kind of a website that lists all the online training. The CEO was saying that they got the most visits on their website on the first, and it was even greater than at the start of the pandemic, which was kind of crazy. So I
Hmm.
know many of you are looking into what it means to get a job in tech, what it means to code, and so please say hi, ask your questions. We are
Yes.
seeing anyone here who wants to ask their questions. We're gonna see it. Drew and myself, we are ready. And all right,
Hey,
hey Irene,
sister. Thank you. Yes. New beginnings. Yup.
and
Hello,
Barry
Barry.
is here as well.
Welcome. Welcome.
So we are the guest. We are the host and the guest, Drew and myself.
Hmm?
We don't have a special guest to start the year with. Start the year off. The guest is you guys. It's everyone who's joining right now. Hey, Ronald, how are you doing? So we're here
Oh.
to answer your questions. There's one thing that's kind of important to know,
Hmm.
and it's also why we have those chats, Drew and I, at really selected times in the week. If you're thinking about joining the backend with Python Bootcamp. So, and let me share my screen because that's going to probably help. If you're thinking about joining the backend, oh, there we go. There we go. Here we are. So we have a few bootcamps, right? And so one of which is the backend with Python. We teach Python, obviously, SQL, DevOps. I mean, a ton of stuff, three clouds. And what's special about this one is if you want to join the cohort that starts on the 23rd, you have until Monday, this coming Monday, to grab it at this price point, which is 1925. That's going to be $385 for 4 months. After that, we call it the early bird. After that, the early bird rate goes away for that cohort, for that date, and it's going to cost a little bit more. So if you're thinking about that bootcamp, the backend with Python, that's you have until Monday to not miss the early bird. Now,
Right.
that being said, I'm seeing Fred.
Hey, what's up, Ronald?
Hey,
What's up,
Fred, good
Fred?
to see you. And Ronald has a question as well. So let's actually
Okay,
start to answer those questions. How about
let's do
that?
it.
So, Fred, yeah,
Yes.
go for it. You want to take it?
Yeah, so for sure, Fred. If you have little to no coding experience, for sure you want to start with the most beginner friendly, the most affordable, the most shortest bootcamp that we offer. It's basically a 4 week course. So about a month if you break it down. Um, you're gonna learn the basic three pillars of the internet, which is HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. So yes, that'll be like a very good baseline or a sufficient base for the 11-month intensive, which is why if you actually check out the complete software engineering bootcamp path, you'll see that it's always going to start with that. It's always going to start and end with the job hunting.
Well, let me actually show it as you are
Yeah,
describing it,
Sean,
Drew.
show it up.
Um, so that's the complete software engineering bootcamp path.
Mhm.
It's quite, it's kind of the succession of all our bootcamps, in the right sequence. And what Fred was talking about here, and here you have an invitation to give your name and email. So if you start with the web development fundamentals in January, so on January 16th, then you're going to continue on backend, then full stack, then job hunting. There's actually something interesting here. You can actually decide to switch. Let's see if that works. So you can start with registering with web dev, and then we kind of offer you an option. What do you want to do next? Do you want to do um, backend, which is this one, or do you want to do full stack?
Full stack. Yep.
And we kind of help you decide. You're going to pick backend if you really have no knowledge of data structure and the algorithms, if you've never coded before, or you're going to do full stack if you have some knowledge and you just want to continue on the front end development path. So you see, as I click, it's kind of changing here, and then you click you follow, you register, and you'll be all set. So that's pretty much what we're talking about here.
Yeah. So Nucamp is going to be as flexible as you need it to be when you need it to be. So
yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And we have someone else, Ronald, who's starting web development fundamentals on the 16th, and kind of likes the 3 pillars of the internet.
Well, because that's what it is. If you break it down into the simplest form, that's where it starts. Obviously, there's other backends that could be used, but it all started with HTML, CSS, and JavaScript.
HTML, CSS, JavaScript. So how do we describe those? So HTML is kind of the content that you're going to see on the page. It's the written words.
Mm-hmm. Right? Yeah. So CSS, it's the bones. It's the bones. Yeah.
That's right.
Skeletal. Yep.
CSS, it's going to be, how you make it pretty much.
The skin and the muscles. Yep. Skin tissue, muscles. Yep.
So the colors, the font size, it can, handle how it's going to look on the mobile phone, how it's going to look on the desktop. And then JavaScript, that's kind of the, how would you describe JavaScript?
That's how I throw up shakas, like double shaka, one shaka, like that. That's what's going to give the movement to your website that you create.
Right. It's kind of the magic
clicking
happening,
on the button.
right?
Exactly.
It's kind of that's where your mind hurts.
Yes.
That's when you
at first it does.
Yeah. Yep. And then it's pretty enjoyable. So yeah, the 3 pillars of the internet. There's a fourth one that nobody talks about, which back in the days we had to know a little, and now we really don't, in a sense. It's network. I mean, there's a huge science, a huge amount of knowledge around networking, but it's actually not needed. It's so hidden and opaque at this time that people don't really learn about network. But you should know everything is working on a network. Fred is asking a question. All right. You want to get that one?
I will get the link for the Zoom session sent to me on the 16th, correct? If your bootcamp is actually on the...
If Fred is starting on the 16th, apparently.
Oh, you're not going to get a Zoom session. What you're going to get is an introduction from your instructor. You're going to be put into your private Discord channel with you and your other classmates. And if your bootcamp actually starts on the 16th,
that's a Monday.
Then, so what's going to happen is on the 21st, or even before that, prior to that, you'll know your Zoom link. But the 21st is going to be your very first Zoom session with your instructor, your 14 other classmates. So you may receive it on the 16th. But
actually, you do. Yeah, the link.
Oh, you do. Okay.
The Zoom session is going to be there. It's going to be there on the 16th. It's going to be in an email. It's going to be on the website where you registered. It's going to be. Well, let me see if I can show it. Actually, hold on. Do I have it here? No, I'm not. Obviously, I didn't register to my own thing. It's going to be. It's going to be around here. Around here, wherever you registered, you're going to see the link here.
Yes.
Maybe I can find. Let's see if I can actually do a few. Hey, Drew, you remember when you were a student? Can I see you?
Yes. Yeah. Go ahead. Look at my stuff if you want. Yeah. Andrew. Yeah. Mario. No. ALMARAO. There you go. No, ALM. There. LMAR. There you go.
There you go. There we go.
There you go.
So that's how you're going to see it. You're going to have the Zoom link here. It's going to show up on the 16th. It's going to be in an email. It's going to be in the learning environment. We're going to show it to you there as well. I mean, we're going to make sure you don't miss it. So yeah, Fred.
Sorry, there was a disconnect. I didn't know what you were saying. I thought you thought that your first workshop was going to be on Monday. No, it's actually on Saturday. But you will, yes, like Ludo said, you're gonna receive it and you're gonna know when it is.
Great clarification.
Yeah, thank you.
Carlos has a question. Hey guys, I'm on track to graduate from the backend course. Hey, congrats first. Big deal. Big deal.
Yes.
What are the best tips to getting into a backend developer job? Currently still having difficulty with certain aspects of backend. Yeah, I mean, it's backend is tough, especially the end of it when we introduce the 3 clouds. The best tips to getting into a backend developer jobs, in many ways, are the same tips that you will receive no matter the type of jobs in tech. The number one is networking is super important. So it doesn't matter if it's front end or back end. Identifying the companies, ideally the companies that are in your surroundings, that offer back-end positions, and being kind of focused on reaching out to employees there, hiring managers, maybe software engineers that are at that company, and that you can actually introduce yourself to. Say, hey, I'd love to have a chat with you over a coffee. I mean, since you're probably in the same vicinity, you can maybe go to a Starbucks and have a chat, talk about yourself, have your resume ready. But networking and reaching out to individuals to kind of create a relationship and get your foot in the door beyond, applying on LinkedIn blindly or applying on Indeed and doing the 200 and 250 resume blast a day. That's going to help you. Now, it's not an or. You want to do both. You want to go deep with some companies and some individuals and build that network, and you want to do the blast. That's why people say it's another bootcamp in a sense. Like it's another job to do the job hunting, but that's going to be a big deal. And then, as always, it's all about also showing your portfolio, showing that hey, you've built something. I would encourage you to participate in the honor graduation, where you actually talk about your project. You do a video of your project. That's going to help you stand out. That's going to help you build confidence in talking about what you've learned. So yeah, that's right. That's pretty much it. If you want to know what kind of project you want to build, we have something on our website as well. Let me see if I can find it. Graduate projects. That's updated. So last time we updated was after the last graduation, so December 21st. But you're seeing some people here, building projects on using backend with Python and SQL. We had a ton here. So all those projects are honor projects, and you want to build something like that. You want to build a project. You want to create a video, make your pitch, practice it, so that when you actually have a conversation with someone who works at a company nearby, you know how to talk about yourself. You know how to talk about what you've done. I hope that. Do you have anything else you want to add to that, Drew, or what do you think?
Wait, to who's
to Carlos' question.
I'm on track to. What is your best tips for getting into a? Well, I mean, one thing I would like to add, obviously I'm not a back-end developer. I don't have a back-end developer job, but one thing that is very common in the Nucamp community for other students and graduates and even staff that actually work on the back end, they always start with the front end first, a lot of times, and the learning never really stops. So you always want to put yourself in a position where you're always going to be, just constantly improving yourself, because sooner or later, a small to or medium-sized business is going to pick you up and they'll want to take a risk on you, which is, I would say, more than 50% of what companies are looking for. Right, Ludo? Or you
Yeah,
agree?
no, totally.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ronald has a question here. I have no backend knowledge. Should I do backend before full stack? So, Ronald, I think you mentioned earlier that you are starting really from the beginning. You're starting with web dev, so the
Mhm.
three pillars of the internet. What the recommended path for you will be to continue learning the fundamentals of programming. So it's not necessarily a front end versus back end type of decision. It's more, do you understand the fundamentals of programming or not?
Mhm.
If you understand the fundamentals of programming, you can continue with full stack and continue on the front end path and then do back end. But
Mhm.
if you don't have the fundamentals of programming, and in a sense, those fundamentals, it takes more than 4 weeks to acquire them. So if you haven't learned
It
on
is.
your own for like 6 months, 9 months, and you really are shallow, then you want to continue with backend because we spend a lot of time in backend doing those fundamentals.
Absolutely.
So I guess the answer to you is probably yes. You want to do backend before full stack.
Mhm.
All right, plenty of questions coming. That's
Yeah, let's
awesome.
do it. Please, let's do
Hey
it.
Kevin, how you doing? Good to see you here. All
This is
right.
how I do it, though. No,
Oh
no,
yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Hey, I want to say as well, not a lot of people have been taking me up on this, but if you
I know.
follow that link, url.nucamp.co/dial-in, and either on your desktop, on your mobile phone, if you have
Please.
your webcam and your microphone on, you'll be with Drew and myself live on the show, asking your questions. Um,
Yes.
so it's kind of fun. I mean, I personally, I mean, I enjoy it. Do you enjoy? I mean, is it
Yeah,
fun?
of course I
Yeah,
do,
it's super fun.
Ludo. It's just like you can't help people just being kind of intimidated because
Yeah,
like I don't have to say anything. You know what I mean? Like they're gonna be intimidated regardless.
yeah.
But yes, please, please join. Like, don't be afraid. Uh all you have to do is click on that link, turn on your mic, turn on
Oh,
your
I have an
webcam.
idea. Yeah, I have an idea, Drew. You know, so you and I, we represent.
I know, dude. I didn't even. Wow, look, dude, the stars perfectly aligned today.
Um, hey, I can see. So yours actually has is not mirrored. Like I can read Nucamp. Is mine mirrored? Like, is it going this direction instead of this
Oh,
one?
oh, I oh no, I think your settings is it has it unmirrored, so
Okay, so that's good, right?
it
You
looks
can read
backwards to
Nucamp.
me. Yeah,
I
no,
can read
so like
Nucamp.
you have that, or wait, so
I
you
don't know.
have that, and then I have this, so we're
Not the,
good.
oh, there you go.
Yeah.
How about this? Is it good for me?
Oh,
That's
whoa!
better.
What a difference!
Okay,
Yes,
cool. So that's better. Okay,
yes,
so here's what I
yes.
wanted to say. The next person that clicks on url.nucamp.co/dialin and joins us and asks the question will get one of those.
Oh no
What?
way,
That's
dude! These
okay.
things aren't
It's
okay. All
it's
right,
huge. I mean,
yeah.
it's collector. I mean, it could be an NFT, although it's real.
Yeah, a real NFT. Yeah,
A real NFT that you actually can
absolutely.
use and it has actually meaning. So next person that clicks on URL or goes and joins us, yeah, url.nucamp.co/dialin,
No
will
way,
receive one shirt like this one. All right, that's it.
man.
That's out.
I feel like using a VPN and hopping on real quick.
Yeah.
Okay,
Does the
this
New Year
new.
Challenge discount apply to the front end course as well? Oh, so I want to. It doesn't, right? Did
Oh
we?
no,
No, it's
no,
only
it
full
only
stack.
applies to the backend with Python and the full stack.
That's right.
Sorry,
Okay. Yeah.
sorry, Frosty
But let
Code.
me talk about what this is.
Hmm?
So we just
Go for it.
launched. It's here. 2023 challenge. So here's the thing. This is a season of promising yourself something and kind of
Mhm.
committing yourself to pretty much be a better version of yourself this year versus last year. That's what we always do in January. I myself, I'm doing the dry January right now. I'm not drinking any alcohol. It's doing pretty well, I have to say. But that's what I decided to do. And so we also launched this, which is if you commit and sign up for either the full stack or the backend bootcamp, and if you start in January, so January 23rd or January 30th, and you do the whole thing in one go, meaning if you
Mhm.
don't drop out, if you don't reschedule, the thing is we allow you to reschedule. It's pretty easy. Life happens all the time, and so we understand that.
Sure.
So if you want to reschedule, you can. But this is the challenge. The challenge is you're not going to do it. You're going to stay committed. You're not going to waste time. You're going to take 5 months or 6 months, and you're just going to do it. And if you do that, and you fill the form that's right here, you fill that form, we'll know that you actually signed up to the challenge. At the end of the tunnel, at the end of the learning experience, you get 15% of the whole thing back. So
Yep.
there you go.
And remember,
That's a challenge.
a Frenchman not drinking any wine for a whole month, unheard of. I'm just saying. They're obviously not alcoholics, but just a Frenchman not drinking wine. Like, that's crazy.
I can tell you, it's when I have my beret and my baguette and my cheese that it's a hard. Yeah,
that already sounds like I want to indulge in that. Like I don't do that on a regular basis, but I already want to indulge in that.
Yeah,
just letting you know,
that's pretty tough.
That's not easy. Yeah. All right, who do you got next?
Hey, Caesar, good to see you. I think it's the Caesar that I know who was on this show actually, and he's one of our instructors.
Mm-hmm.
Start your own meetup. That's huge. I mean, it takes courage, but yeah, the best way to learn is to teach others. So,
yep,
it's crazy. Even with a shirt, nobody's gonna pick me up on this challenge.
Someone will. Just wait. Maybe wait like 5 more minutes. Wait 5 more minutes. Yeah, and then do it again.
Lazaro is starting on the 16th and doing the software engineering path. A lot of people are doing this. Hey, Karen is going to join us. Oh, okay.
Yes.
All right.
I'm excited for you too, Lazaro.
Yeah. Okay, Karen, I see you. You're here, but I need to have your camera on.
Oh, let's go, Karen. Yeah, please.
Click on your camera. Please. If you have us, if you can hear us as well on another tab, just mute that tab. But so someone actually, decided to go with the offer to join us. But I need to see your camera, Karen. I had one instance when someone actually switched on the camera, and that's not exactly what you want to see.
It's like click. Oh no!
It was kind of bizarre. It's like it was dark, and I was like,
no.
Yeah, because we're live, we have to make sure that, it's
of course,
PG-13.
Other people can watch it. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's right.
And then you already know how that goes
sometimes. All right. Oh, we have someone else? Oh, yeah, we have La. Okay, hey. Okay, La, I'm going to bring you onto the floor.
Hey. Oh, he's on. Hey, what's up? Oh, dude, this guy wants the jacket, bro. Hey, what's up?
I'm going in
with you.
Oh, you can't hear us? Can you hear us?
Yes.
Oh, you can? Cool. Awesome. We can hear you. All right. Well, what question did you have?
Oh, I joined for the jacket.
Well, you got it,
man.
You got it.
Oh my gosh, Lazaro.
So, Lazaro, send us an email with your address at info@nucamp.co.
Info@nucamp.co.
Just let them know. How are we gonna know that it's you? So
right. Like
we're gonna get 10 emails.
It's me. It's Les. It's Les.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
The private chat. Can you use a private chat to tell us which email or your full name?
Sorry, Rosalie.
Yeah.
Les scooped it up. Sorry.
That's funky. All right, so use the private chat to let us know your email, for example, or anything that will allow us to identify you. But I'm glad you participated in the challenge. Do you have one question? Like, are you a current student?
At least one.
Yeah, at least one. Tell us about yourself a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So, I've been in IT for almost 6.5 years now.
Right.
At a university, it's general technology, repairing computers, updating, a whole bunch of things. but programming is been in my head. So since I was in high school and I didn't have the opportunity to do it as a college level. So I'm looking forward now.
Oh, that's awesome. So, and now I'm connecting the dots. I believe that's you who actually wrote
Yeah,
that
that is him.
piece, right? Okay.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And so you're starting on the 16th. So yeah. So you know what? We're gonna be able to do the matching because we have your name here. And so send us an email just to confirm. We'll send it to your house, okay? And we will ask you,
Okay.
you know, what size you need,
Perfect.
etc. Well, it's great to talk to you, Lazaro. Looking forward
Perfect.
to the
Thank you.
16th.
Thank you. Thank you guys.
Hot pink, hot
Welcome.
pink. That's the color you're gonna get.
We don't have a
I'm just
budget for
kidding.
it.
No, I know. I'm just kidding. I just wanted to cut it out like that. So I'll be like, wait, hot pink. That's all I want.
We have Rosalie Lim, who also signed up on the 16th, and then we'll follow up
Oh, thank you.
with Backend. Yeah, that's great.
Thank you, Rosalie. I'm curious.
Oh
to see
yeah.
how.
So here's the thing. So great question, right? Tech employees being laid off. So first off, it's not necessarily tech employees. Actually, most likely it's not tech employees. Here's the deal. It's not because Amazon or Snapchat or Facebook or Microsoft are announcing layoffs that you actually can equate that to tech people in those companies being laid off. It may actually not be tech people. Amazon just recently announced 18,000 people being laid off. Here's the thing to consider and to realize. Again, it's a big headline and it's really, really unfortunate for the people that are going to be impacted. If you want to bring some context to that, Amazon had under 500,000 employees 2 years ago before the pandemic. They have near 900,000, almost a billion employees now. 2 years later, they grew the number of employees twice by almost half a billion people. And they're laying off 18,000, which is probably, I don't know, 0.05%.
Yeah, that's not
of that
even
number.
anything. Yeah, compared to.
And out of those, a very small portion are actually tech people. So the headlines really are terrifying for some, are probably creating a lot of doubt, but you really want to go beyond those because they don't tell the whole story. And the whole story is the tech sector and tech roles are still in demand, and the number of jobs created outpace the number of jobs that are actually destroyed. So there's still a net positive, a net plus. For you, Rosalie, the other thing is, since you're starting now, you're not going to be on the job market immediately. You're going to be on the job market in, let's say, 6-9 months. That's when I bet and I predict that those jobs are going to come back. And so you're going to be in the best position to actually get a job, because all those people that were let go, or the jobs that were destroyed, they're going to be created again. And so they're going to look for people that actually can fill those jobs, and you're going to be there. So that will be my answer to you. There's always opportunities for both senior and junior. That's never going to change. And typically, junior developer don't necessarily compete with senior developers, because you're I would say you're on your own niche. Like senior developer are going to go for 200, 250, 300K a year. You're going to be way less expensive than that because you're a junior person. So you're going to go for under 100K, 80, 85. And that's going to be the people. I mean, that's going to be positioned for that as well. A senior developer will not go for a junior developer position. And neither would actually the company will want to do that. Because that's not necessarily a great fit. So yeah. David has a great question here. Where can we get some of that sweet swag? Let me actually
Hit him up with the link.
Yeah, exactly, right. So that link is. Give me a sec. That link is. If you're, there we go. There we go. This is it. All right, that's the link to Redbubble.
There you go.
You can actually buy a ton of stuff there. Um,
Yeah,
I
not
mean,
just our merch, but yeah.
oh,
If
does
you're
it?
looking for our merch, for sure, you could find other stuff on there, right? I
Did
mean,
I see the link? I don't know if they saw the link.
yeah, it's on there.
Yeah, can you see it? It says that
Hmm?
you didn't. Okay.
Yep.
Oh,
Redbubble.co.
yeah.
Yep,
Okay.
for sure.
Let me show the screen a little real quick, because the UI is kind of weird in sense. So if you go to Nucamp color logo, I think shop all products, then you see. There you go. So there's a ton of stuff here. See the hoodie here. Where is the hoodie? Yeah, there you go. There's a hoodie. There we go. I mean, there's a ton of stuff here. So you go there, you pick your. There you go. That's the one. That's the hoodie. Or this one.
Mhm.
Ton of swag. All right, let's go back to the questions that we had. Um, Linda,
Mhm.
is there a possibility of getting a job after the 4-week web course?
Although there definitely is. I mean, even if you took a 1 week or 2 week course, there's always going to be the possibility of getting a job. But with the basic fundamentals bootcamp that we offer, again, it does touch upon the fundamentals of HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, which is something that you should already have in your skill set. But you can definitely build upon that. And we're not going to say that it's impossible to get a job just because you know those three things and that's the only three things that you know. But it's most definitely a possibility. A lot
Let's
of
give it a percentage though, because
yeah, well,
it's
no,
a
because yeah,
it's a
small to medium
5%,
size. Yeah,
2%, 1% possibility.
uh, I would say okay. So if you take our fundamentals course and that's all you took, it would probably your probability of getting a job after that course would probably be low. But
Yeah.
if you took that 4 week web course and you continued to learn and added to your skill set nonstop, then your possibilities will be endless.
Yeah.
So
It,
it,
it adds up. It adds up.
yeah, so it can go from 1% to 80. But obviously it's gonna take time and effort on your part. And you're gonna have to, like learn all the stuff and do your research and yeah, add to your skill set. Like you
Yeah.
want to constantly be adding to that.
It needs to be part of something else. So if
Yes.
you're wondering, hey, is that alone gonna really give me great chances of getting a job? The answer is no. Like alone, just 4 weeks, the answer is no. But if it's in addition to you having other skills, like
Absolutely.
let's say you're a marketer, let's say you're a product manager, let's say you're a project manager, and you add on top of that 4 weeks of dabbling in HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, that may help you.
Yeah,
That may increase your
absolutely.
chances. But alone in itself, it's not going to be enough to convince someone that you're a software engineer, for example.
Yeah, I mean, because it's the yeah, like you said, it's the fundamentals of it's the three pillars, but the basics. So
Yeah.
it's not going beyond that.
All right.
Because you're gonna be next week. Also,
Wow.
bonsoir, guys. Oh, he's using French. No
That's right.
way.
Félicitations, Rossini. Congrats.
Hey,
I want to
congrats,
know how
bro.
it goes.
Yeah, let us know, man.
Yeah, ping us on LinkedIn. Let us know how it
Please.
goes. And how do I get the jacket? Yeah, you want to show up at the job interview with the jacket, right?
Someone beat you to it. Yeah, someone beat you to it,
Yeah.
Rossi. Sorry.
Hey, Zina. Good to see you.
Zena.
All right. So let me remind people
Hmm?
that today only, if you follow this link, url.nucamp.co/dialin,
Hmm?
you're going to get a shirt like this one, a hoodie.
Yeah,
Either white
that's a
or
nice
black.
hoodie,
They
man.
have other colors, right? But
That's a
that's
nice
something.
one. Yes.
Join us. Ask your questions on this stream live with your webcam and microphone, and this is all yours.
Yeah.
All right, looking at more questions coming in. Awesome.
Please don't stop. I'm taking back in the SQL Python course. Will that equip me with everything I need to be Python? Okay.
I mean, the word everything for me is kind of, everything is all encompassing, and I will say you'll never get everything.
Never.
Everything, right? Everything is it doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Now, would that make you a really well-rounded Python developer? Yes.
Absolutely. Yes.
And the reason is it's not just Python; it's also data structure and SQL. It's the PostgreSQL and how to actually create data models and manage data.
Mm-hmm.
It's also DevOps, which is a big deal when you're talking about backend. It's how do you actually push out code and programs onto the web. And it's the three clouds, right? And that's super important. It's really understanding Azure, Microsoft Azure, Amazon AWS, and Google Cloud. And that altogether makes you really well-rounded. It's not everything. Like everything is infinite. You said it well, Drew.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everything is infinite, so you're never going to be everything.
Yeah. You're unless even the like just think about it, Frostwolf. Even the programmer himself that created Python, like obviously he overlooks a lot of things, but he doesn't know everything about Python. Like he obviously started something. Same thing with the programmer that started JavaScript. They're not going to know everything because what they did was they helped create the language, and then like all these other people come in droves, and then they add to that and they improve it, and all they could do is just ride that wave, you know what I mean, and stay on top and make sure everything is working the way it's supposed to, and taking out things that obviously doesn't work. But there's no bootcamp that's going to be able to equip you with everything. Like you won't become Batman, like in a matter of, you know what I mean? Like it's impossible. But as far as the learning never stops, if you keep that mentality, nothing is going to stop you. Like being a Python developer, like just developer, because the learning will never stop.
You'll become Robin.
Oh, I don't want to become Robin. I don't want to become Robin. Ludo.
Isatu is asking, hey, I'm not good at math. Can I do web development? Is math required? So the answer is no, and that's a huge misconception. If you were to do game development or building a game engine and having to come up with the right way to create the path that your NPCs are going to take, blah blah blah. Yeah, there's math there. In web dev, logic is important, but not math. I mean,
yeah,
the most I've done in web dev is adding two numbers, pretty much, or making taking the or rounding numbers. That's pretty much the most. What's important though, it's not math per se, it's having a logical mind. It's a lot of conditions. It's kind of a chess game in a way. If I do that, then what happens? And then, so since that happens, then what do I do next? It's the algorithmic part, which is conditions, which is creating loops. Do this until this happens. So it's the logic behind it. But it's not math like you will think of in terms of manipulating numbers and writing equations. None of that. So yeah, I'm not great at math either. Are you good at math, Drew?
Oh no, I SUCK 100%.
Um,
I spelled it out because it's not mathematical. Sorry. I only work as a system admin, but I would like to move programming.
so
DevOps.
it's going to be great for you, Frost Wolf, because you have that background in system administration.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so bringing that together with programming, DevOps, SQL, and data analysis, that's going to make it really good for you. So you're not going to be everything, but you're going to be that well-rounded
Mhm.
individual who really knows a lot more than just system administration.
Yep. You're never gonna stop learning though, Frostwolf. Just letting you know right now. Today you want to be a Python dev. Tomorrow you may you may be you know you may be the like on the red team as a pen tester. The next day you might be like a JavaScript dev. Creating a React web app.
That's
Um,
right.
yeah. So
Hey, do you
the
recognize this person here, Aaron?
Aaron Good. Oh my God, Aaron Good. Those two O's should be hearts.
Hey, Aaron. So Aaron is
What's
is
up?
uh, is working with Nucamp as well,
Yes,
and he's
it's
kind of
my
teasing
guy.
that. Yeah, he's
It's my
teasing that
guy.
question. How about building data structures or algorithms in JavaScript as projects? So hey, this will be for me super advanced. But if you pull it off, I mean, kudos. This, I mean, if you want to build a framework, so now we're not talking
Mhm.
about using React or
Yeah,
using Bootstrap or using Node. Now we're talking about putting yourself in the shoes of the person who
absolutely.
is going to create a new framework. Creating a new framework is pretty much what Aaron is describing here. It's
Yeah,
you actually take JavaScript
that
and
is
you
what he's saying.
build new objects, new
Hmm.
data structures, new algorithms, and you create the new React, or the new Next.js. So definitely exciting stuff. And if you do something like that and you can really talk about it and make sense, boy, that's yeah,
Yes.
you're special. It's not easy though. It's really not easy. And typically, if you're a junior developer and you're just, and you've been
Starting
learning this
up.
for like 6 to 9
Yep.
months,
Mhm. It's gonna take a while.
it's going to take a while because you haven't really internalized everything just yet. You're not at that level of proficiency that makes that you've really understand things so well and so deeply that now you can actually create something like React. So first, you want to learn JavaScript and learn React,
Hmm.
then understand it even further as a user. And sometimes you don't even need to understand how it's actually built. Like I still don't understand how React. I will not know how to create a React framework myself. I'm not at that level.
Hmm.
Very few people are, to be honest with you.
No, but
So
Ludo,
yeah,
you know that if you touch fire, you get burned, right?
yes,
Yes. Okay. Well, I mean, no, because it kind of correlates because it's a lot of it. What I see from my observation is you have to make a lot of those mistakes and then correct those as like as you're building that out,
yeah.
right?
So I mean, totally. So and you know what? You're right. Just trying it. Just I mean,
Exactly.
giving
Yeah.
yourself that challenge, and say, "Hey, I'm just gonna go for it."
Hmm.
So yeah, it's a very great point, Aaron. So Razikata, I should have done the backend program. Maybe it's not too late. I don't know. I don't know how far
Hmm.
along you are in your current bootcamp, but maybe it's not too late. Email studentadmin at
Hmm.
nucamp.co and see what can be done.
Ah,
Everything
Zanja.
is infinite. Yeah.
Ah!
Hey, Sandra. That's Sandra, right?
Yeah, she's in Chappelle. She's in
Yeah,
Chappelle
that's
right
right.
now. Chappelle.
Um, all right, continuing with
Okay.
Frostwolf. Will it give me the skills needed to get an entry level programming jobs? Yes, definitely.
Hmm.
The first 7 weeks are pretty much around that. So it will, Frost. All right. Thank you for answering my question. So how do I apply for scholarship? Oh, this is a great question. So let me actually show you how do you apply for a scholarship.
Whoa, that was nice.
So you go to the scholarship page. Oh, and something to be said, by the way, we just opened in Pennsylvania, but there's a few things that we need to do to comply with the Pennsylvania regulations. So let me actually pick Philadelphia here just to show you what I'm talking about. So if you live in Philly or in Pennsylvania in general, you're going to be able to register in the city of Philadelphia or Pittsburgh. When you do that, because we've applied those regulations, scholarships are not, so we're not ready to offer scholarships there yet because they need to be approved before we can actually offer them. So scholarships in those two cities are not available. So if you go to those locations, you're not going to see scholarship here. So just so you know, don't be surprised. So let me just pick, a city that's close to where I live. And the answer to that question, again, is you go to financing scholarships. If you're a woman or high school graduate, pick your scholarship in a way. You follow those links. You have to register first because the way we provide the scholarship is based on an existing registration. So you have to register first, and then you follow those steps. Most scholarships now have a video essay. So you're going to be able to click here, record your essay, and then email studentadmin@nucamp.co. And pretty much that's going to be it. So once we receive that essay, either it's a video essay or it's a written essay, we're going to be able to award the scholarship for you. Again, only if you're not in the state of Pennsylvania at this time. Oh, you were at the dog park, so you couldn't really join us. That would have been fun, though. All right. What else? Okay, Zina. So graduating on the 9th. Awesome. That's so cool. Completed all the courses. Woo!
Woo!
Congrats. I just wanted to thank you for all the coursework. Thank you so much for saying that. All right. That's awesome. Looking forward to your graduation. Oh, but hey, I remember you, I think. I think you got an honor certificate, didn't you? I think, I don't know, the profile seems to ring a bell. Let me know, but I think you graduated with honor. Let me know if that's the case or not. Well, we live nearby then. I'm in Bellevue as well. So it's funky. All right. So one thing I wanted to say again, and I'm waiting for more questions to come through. Again, if you're thinking about joining the Backend with Python Bootcamp, which actually I know I've seen many students have. There we go. Yeah, I knew that. I kind of saw that. You did get an honor.
Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome.
Guaranteed.
I'm not going to remember which project it was exactly, but yeah. Yeah, no. I'm trying to go back to my memory, but I don't remember the project exactly. Maybe it's actually live on the website. I don't know. All right. So if you're looking to register for the Backend with Python Bootcamp, that starts pretty soon in like 2 weeks now. One that starts January 23rd. You want to do it before Monday. You want to do it before Monday because you'll get the early bird registration. Same thing, same caveat for the state of Pennsylvania. If you live there, that early bird is considered a discount and we can't offer discounts, et cetera, et cetera. So that's kind of tricky. We don't have that. But if you live anywhere but Pennsylvania, we're recommending that you register before Monday because you'll have access to that early bird discount right here, $395 for 5 months. Otherwise, it goes higher to $460 for 5 months. So yeah, it's
$385.
Yeah, that's right. So, $385. What did I say?
$395.
$395. Yeah. So Yeah, please do that. Um, 10 minutes left, Drew. We are
No, I
out of
know.
questions.
It was
What
so fast.
it was. Um,
Okay. So who's next? Oh,
that's it. We did all the questions. If anyone wants to ask any more questions, we can
yeah,
take them on.
please. Please ask.
So I have a
Um,
question for the audience. Actually,
oh hey.
we've been talking about adding an additional workshop day,
Yes. Oh my gosh, Ludo. Like
and
I'm
I know that's a big deal. Right?
yes.
A ton
It
of
is.
people they want to get into Nucamp, they think it's going to
Yes.
work out, and then we tell them, hey, Saturday morning, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m., you have to be there. And they're
Like
like, oh,
final. Like that's
yeah,
it.
doesn't work.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh look, Jose like hopped in. He's like, yes. He's probably watching the whole time. He was just like, yes. Like, yes. Address
So,
this, please.
so we're going to
Okay, go.
add that. It's going to happen in like this quarter. So meaning by the end of March, we're going to have an
Mhm.
additional day. We're going to try to make it work so that, it doesn't change. I mean, it doesn't disturb our operations too much. So we're thinking about Friday night. It works
Mm.
fine because Friday night is also Saturday in other time zones. So it's kind of
Yeah.
so. What is Jose saying?
He's
So
like, haha, that's a great idea.
yeah,
Yeah.
Friday night, people like let's say 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. something like that, Eastern time or Pacific time. Maybe two time zones. Two slots. Maybe
Mhm.
early afternoon, late afternoon. I want to know, will that work? Like show of hands. No, that's not gonna work. But
It's gonna
tell
depend.
me, Friday afternoon, Friday night. Anyone? What do you guys think?
Yeah. What does everyone think? You can't
Yeah,
have it.
yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
dang! I'm getting a
Well,
call. Jeez,
well. Oh,
um,
there you go. Someone just straight up called you or what?
that's my kid. That's my kid.
Let me
And
tell
I
you. Let me tell you.
usually,
Ludo.
usually I silence it, but yeah. Um,
Okay. I thought someone
right.
was like, let me tell
So
you what day.
we're gonna ask our Discord channel.
Yes.
Uh, So yeah, there you go. Will that apply to everyone enrolled this year? So the way it's going to work is when you're going to register, you'll choose which workshop day you want. So you'll
Mhm.
register for the bootcamp that has a workshop on Saturdays, or you're going to register for a bootcamp that has a workshop on Fridays. And then we'll think about, if you register for one that has the Saturday workshop, but then you're like, oh man, that Saturday I can't, but I could this Friday I could. So we'll figure out, you can actually jump on another workshop while staying with your cohort. Um, but yeah, work night shift. So is that a good thing or a bad thing, Jeremy? Like, will Friday night work as well, or Friday afternoon? Hey, Faraz, good to see you. Let me know.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
Lazaro.
yeah,
It
one or
would.
the other, but not both. Exactly,
Mhm.
right? So you'll sign up for one, and then exceptionally you could jump and get to the other one with another instructor, but not both. Not both.
Mhm.
Cool. Hey, I think that's probably it, Drew. It
Is
was
it?
great to see you again. Oh yeah, someone is
Yeah.
calling you now.
Oh, no.
Oh no, it's
Uh,
me. Still me. Jeez. Uh,
you're so busy, man.
I don't know. Well, that's my kid. Hey,
Oh, okay.
was great to see you. Great to see everyone.
Yes.
Thanks for joining the stream. Welcome back.
Happy
Oh,
New
and
Year.
now we got questions coming in. Hold on.
Oh, do we? Okay.
Hunker down, not from this year.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's nothing wrong with that for us.
Need motivation?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
It's a good idea for
Oh, and Linda says, hey, yeah, you work night shift. So, yes,
that. Hmm.
good idea.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
not
you're right,
lazy.
Jeremy.
There you go.
Hmm.
All right. Perfect. Yeah, Faraz. So, we have a challenge for you.
Hmm.
If you actually commit, if you do it in one go, we give you back 15%, which is pretty cool.
Hmm.
All right. That being said, again, thank you, Drew. Thanks a
Thank
ton.
you.
Thanks everyone. Happy New Year, everyone. It's great to have you. Great to see everyone back. Looking forward to those who are starting on the 16th. Many actually joined here. Larozo, sorry, Lazaro.
Lazaro. Yeah.
You
Yeah.
need to have your information on info@nucamp.co and we'll send you that
Yeah.
hoodie.
Absolutely.
Take
All
care,
right, man.
everyone.
You guys take care.